Now we're live.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for coming to show up for Junior SchooLinks. Most of you came in with your classes already and have an account. I think we're going to do this together, so if you can get your iPads out, or you can use your phone if you can get service in here. Remember, I'm going to tell you right now, Verizon is not working here.
Yep. So if you have your iPads, grab your iPads out. That's going to be the easiest way. You can go along with us and play around with us in SchooLinks. We're not going to go into too much detail because you guys have already been introduced to SchooLinks.
Is there anybody who missed it in here? Perfect.
Beautiful. So starting off, you're going to go to the Clermont High School website. So this website up here. Miss Miller, you're going to navigate for me? You're the best. Thank you. So if you go to the Clermont High School website and then scroll down, you should see somewhere down there under student links. There we go. A little bit further down. And then there's SchooLinks right there. That's going to take you to the SchooLinks website and the log-on page. Now, we're not going to log on here because it's going to take it to my account, and I want to show you what a student looks like. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to click where it says Sign In with Google right there, okay? And that's going to take you to a login for Google if you're not already logged into Google Apps. If you're already logged into Google Apps, it should just quickly get you on to your SchooLinks account, okay? Is everybody with us? I see Miss Mitchell's helping some people. Thank you. Yep, under student links, about halfway down. So if you go to the other tab I have open down there, this one here, that has the sample student. There we go.
Also, guys, make sure you're not on the CUSD website. You want to make sure you're at Clermont High School. You're on the
Good? Good so far? Okay. Oops. Go back to the home screen. So when you log in, oh, this is slow. Woohoo! You should be on the dashboard. Mine will get there sometime this year. Maybe. Let me try oh, there we go. Okay. You should be on the dashboard and you should see something that looks similar to this, yes? Is everybody here right now? Wonderful. Okay. The first thing I want to talk about is the to-do list. And this is the thing you want to look at every time you log into SchooLinks. So counselors have set up kind of a rotation of things you should be getting done in SchooLinks. And that is everything that's within this area here. Okay, so 3 different categories within the to-do list. You have an overdue, which is at the top, and you'll notice in this account, there are 10 overdue items. Okay, you actually should not have that many in your account because you did some of those with Mrs. Miller. But if we click on that overdue, it'll show you what you might have missed. Now, I'm going to guess most of you have overdue items, yes? Okay. And that's because, honestly, we're just getting into SchooLinks and we're just putting this together, so we haven't really pushed it as much this year because we're just getting used to it. We're just getting started with it, okay? But these overdue items are things you should be working on anyways. And it's stuff you're going to need when you're planning for life after high school. So if you take a look up there, there's some stuff about careers. There's some stuff about looking at 4-year college options, 2-year college options, a little further down, setting up some of those things, some learning units. We're going to go over this. We're going to talk about what all these are together. When it's on your to-do list, if you want to complete one of those activities, so let's say that we want to set up our goal college. Click on that, click on go to feature, and it's going to open up the feature to do that. So you don't have to go hunting and searching for it. It's going to be right there on the to-do list. It makes it very simple, okay? The way we've set up SchooLinks is designed to help guide you through a process of figuring out what your major is going to be, what colleges you want to apply to, what your college fit is, and it's done in order to help you figure out each one of those things and take you to the next step. So you want to be looking at that to-do list. I'm going to go back to that now on a regular basis. Let's get rid of that and let's go back to home. Okay. There it goes. Sorry. Okay, some other things I want to point out, and then we're going to play around with one of the features today, okay? Some other things I want to point out. If you look at the left-hand side, this is your main navigation tool, okay? The to-do list tells you what we as your counselors want you doing at certain times. The left-hand side, this is stuff that you can explore whenever you want to. I'll give you some examples of this. So if we go down to where it says activities right here, you have 3 different pop-out options. You have my goals, I'm trying to remember if there are, assessments, learning, and game of life. Okay, we're going to complete the game of life today because I think it's fun to do. So we're going to do that together today. But if you want to quickly look at what each one of those offers, I would suggest looking at the assessments piece first, because I think that's going to be the most valuable to you. The assessments piece is a series of tests that help you figure out who you are, what colleges might fit you, what careers might fit you. Let me ask this question. How many of you know what your major is going to be? Okay, one of the things we're going over tomorrow is careers and majors. We're going to be taking a look at what's in SchooLinks and talking about how you search for them. And this is where you're going to find that information. Okay? Let's keep moving on. Let's move down to colleges. And I want to highlight the school search area here in colleges. Okay? When are we doing school search? Who's doing school search? Counselors, you are? That's next week, right? So next week, if you come back for the office hour session, we will actually be showing you how to do school searches in Naviance and talking about what you should be looking for as you're trying to find your right college fit. Okay, so that's coming up. This is where you're going to be working on that. And then jumping down to careers right here. This is an area we're going to explore in detail tomorrow. And we're going to be taking a look at the career resources that are available in Naviance and how you can start searching based on assessments that you've taken already, because most of you have already taken at least one assessment in here, and how you can search for careers that fit your personality and who you are. Now, the one I want to go over today with you is going to be under activities, game of life, this one here. Okay. Miss Miller, would you mind typing things in as I talk? Okay, what is the Game of Life program? Okay, this is a fun way of taking a look at your future and some possibilities for you personally. So we're going to go through it together. You can answer it any way you want. I'm going to take information from you and put it in here and see how things turn out. Okay, so if we start off with a career goal, okay, add your career goal to get your yearly salary. So anybody have a career they want to go into right now? Yes. Herpetology? Herpetology. Okay, she got that one for me. H-E-R-B, right? Let's see if it comes up. It may not come up. It may not come up. I don't know. That may be a difficult one to find. It's not coming up. Give me another career. That's a little too specific.
Data science?
Data science. Let's look for a data scientist. Oh, there was. Go back. There it is, data science. Second one down. Beautiful. I like it. Okay. What that's going to do is going to show you your potential income, your salary, cost of living, taxes, all that stuff is up here now. Okay, let's move down. Let's take a look at our educational goal. So go to the next one. There we go. Click on that. It's not. Oh, you got to go back up the top. Hit that little down arrow right there. Sorry about that, guys.
My first time doing this one.
There we go. Okay, so in order to be a data scientist, you have to have one of 2 degrees. A master's degree, that's the minimum, or a doctorate degree. So let's start out with a master's degree. Go ahead and click on that one. Okay. Somebody give me a college. Amherst. Amherst may not have that major, so let's try a different one.
Yeah. You need somebody else up here.
You're doing great. There it is. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and click the down arrow. And let's take a look at educational expenses. So, what is your family's annual income? We're in Clermont, right? Okay, average annual income here for your family's income bracket is going to be around $200,000. Average family income. average. Let's put that in there. Do that one. Down. Okay. Do your parents have any saving for education? Let's assume you do. Let's say you have $20,000 in the bank there. Go ahead and put that in there. And then let's say you're going to get a job when you get to college and you're in $10,000 a year. So let's put $10,000 in the year in there. Okay, you see all these things moving on the side? What this is doing, this is giving you a picture of your financial responsibilities when you get to college. How much you're going to out of pocket, and on average, how much you're going to borrow. You guys see how this works? To get a master's degree, that's what you're looking at Amherst. And you can play with this and make changes to it based upon your specific financial situation, what you want to major in. And then you can save your scenario. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call right now. Okay? This is one of the many things that are in Naviance that you can explore. SchooLinks. I just said Naviance, didn't I? Did I say that before, or is that the first time? I just say it once before? Oh, I actually practiced that. You have to bleep that out of there. Yes, Naviance is the old program. Still getting used to the switch over name-wise. Okay? You guys see how this works? Okay. That took a lot shorter than I thought it was going to. So, any other features you guys want to look at with us today? You guys want some time to play around with counselors circling around helping you?
Well, I do know that they did in my tutorial. You guys added to your favorites list when you started about the college thing. Maybe they have questions about that, about their lists.
We can talk about college lists. You guys want to look over college lists and how to finish that?
Who doesn't have college lists already started? I know I had you at least put 3 down. Awesome.
Let's do that. Let's go to our favorite colleges. So go ahead and go to colleges real quick. Let's do some college exploration. I know that's going to be later on, but we can do that anyways. Yeah, let's do college search. Okay. So the way college search works here is this is a searchable database based on college fit. So you can put different criteria in schools that you're looking for in order to find schools that match you. So one of the most common things to search by is by major. So let's go back to data science and let's search for that as a major. Just type in data science at the top there for me.
Okay, but it says, okay.
There we go. And what that did, if you take a look right up here, that added data science as one of our search criteria. Now, right now we're looking for schools in California that are public schools or private schools and that have a major in data science. Let's say we want to go outside of California. We want to look at schools beyond just California. What we're going to do is we're going to change. We're going to hit that little X next to California. There we go. Go ahead and click that. And that's going to remove the California criteria. Okay. Let's say I want to look at schools only in, pick a state, Miss Mitchell or Miss Miller. Pick a state.
Texas.
Texas. We want to look at schools only in Texas. So we're going to type in Texas up there. And that's going to change our search criteria to look at schools in Texas, public or private, that have a major in data science. Is Texas? There it is. Okay. And that apparently narrows it down to one school. I didn't know that. That's surprising to me. Okay. So you guys see how this works? Let's come up with some different criteria. Let's take out Texas.
Well, also note that you could also click on the heart if that's the school and you state, I only want to go to school in Texas. Save it, and then look at other states and it'll automatically attach to your favorite state. See the heart?
So this one right up here.
No, next to.
Next to school. These are under, okay. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and take out Texas because that narrows it down a little too much apparently. And let's think of something else that's interesting. How about school size? One of the major considerations for most students is the size of the campus. So, for example, you guys are going to a school in Clermont, which is actually pretty small. Our school population is about 2,300. Anybody know what the size of UCLA is? What is it? You think it's 10,000? No? Little low. How much? 100,000? Little high, but you're much closer than 10,000. Okay? It's about 60,000 students at UCLA. That's a lot of people. Okay? So one of the things you need to think about is what are the pros and cons of going to that big of a school? What are the pros and cons going to Pomona College, which is about 600 students? Big difference there. Both of those are top tier universities. Very competitive schools. But there's a big difference between 600 and 60,000. You guys get that? Is UCLA 60,000? It's not that big. As I said that, I don't think it's that big. Is it 60, really? Sheesh, it's huge. So there's a big difference between the two of those, and you may be the person who likes that big school environment, yeah? You come into Clermont and this place is way too small. Everybody knows your business a bit too much, and you want to go to the big football games. That may be you. You may also be the person who thinks Clermont High School is too big and you need a smaller environment with more attention from your teachers.
45,000.
45,000, there we go. I thought that sounded just a little bit big in my head, but I knew it was up there in that range, okay? Looking at schools and looking at the size is really important, and you can do that using SchooLinks. So if you go over to, I'm trying to remember which one it's under, campus, and then you go to school size. Oh, you already have it up there. She's awesome. You have 3 different options there, I believe. You have small, medium, and large. So let's say we want to go to a big name school. We want to go to one of the big UCs or one of the big other schools outside of the state. We're going to go and click large because we want a lot of people at our school. Big programs, lots of options. And again, it's going to narrow it down to only those large schools. Okay? We are going to ask you to be playing around with this because by the end of this year, you should have a pretty close to final list ready to go. So let's say we want to favorite Western Michigan University. Go ahead and click that heart. And now,
So then this comes up, and
go ahead.
remember you click right here, the 3 lines with the plus, and you'll add that to your list. You can name your list anything you want. I'm going to just put
There you go.
And save. And now, anytime you want to go back to it, it's there. You can have as many lists as you want. If you have 2 majors you're considering, do that. If you want to do the list by state, you can do that. You know, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Some fields like data science are considered interdisciplinary too. So many students can major in other related fields like mathematics or stats, computer science, too. So
Absolutely.
you won't always find that analytics or data science.
So sometimes majors at certain schools are called different things, and so you do have to explore a little on that. And when we go over career searching tomorrow, we will show you how you can look for different majors that match into the career field. So you may be searching for different things like analytics instead of data science. That's just as one example, okay? So you're now at a point where you maybe have favorited 5 or 6 schools, maybe more than that, and you need to start getting down to your final list. Theoretically, by the end of this year, end of this school year, you should have a pretty darn good idea of where you're going to apply next year. And for sure, by the time August hits, you need to know where you're going to apply. Okay? So we're now at a point where we need to create a final list. So if we go to colleges, and we go to the bottom, or second to bottom, final list, this is where, it's going to show you a video. You can watch the video on how to do this. We can skip that one for now. Go ahead and click Get Started.
Huh?
Good, yeah, good. Get started. Just click that. There we go. The video does show you how to do this, so watch the video when you get there, not right now. Okay, you can always pull up that video and we can show you how later. But what you're looking at here is a final balanced list, and that's what you should be creating. Okay, we have recommendations on how many likely, how many target, and how many reach schools you hit. You should have 3 of each in this scenario. Okay, what is a likely school? Somebody tell me. What does that mean? Do you have a likely school? Right. So this is a school where your average GPA and theoretically average test score, although test scores are kind of going away. We're going to talk about that next week. This is where your average GPA and average test scores, you are above their average. Okay. Where Acceptance-wise, you're above the average acceptance, and where they have a higher percentage of acceptance. Okay? That's a likely, or what used to be called a safety school. Second category here is going to be a target school, target colleges. These are schools where you're right at the average. You are right among the majority of students who are accepted there. Okay? And then the last one is going to be a reach school. Okay? Reach schools are where you are below their average. Okay, now let me clarify something. If you have a 2.0 GPA and you're applying to UCLA where the average GPA is a 4.0, that is not a reach school. That's a not going to happen school. You guys get that? Okay. A reach school should be a place where you really do have a legitimate chance of getting in. Okay. Maybe the exception to that is if you're an amazing athlete. That might be the exception. Does that make sense, guys? Question, yes.
And how are we able to find their average GPA?
Ah, great question. So let's jump into colleges. We'll show you how to do that. You can, really? This is so short. Okay, click on Western Michigan. You should be able to go directly to the college from there. Okay. Oh, it's going to make you do this. Here, let me show you.
Should be able to scan it.
We can actually just do this. So if you go to the college in SchooLinks and you scroll down, you will see all of the data on this college. This is a national database that this pulls from. And if you keep going down, it'll show you somewhere. Sorry, I'm not looking at it right now.
On this page for every single school.
Yep. Gives you lots of information. Lots of information. It's under the admissions, which is the next one down. There we go. Okay. This is going to show you what the average unweighted GPA is. 3.5. Does that make sense? Okay. There's a ton of information about each and every college in here. When we go over college search, we'll go over, I'm hoping, a little bit more of this. That'll help you take a look in more detail about the colleges you're looking at. Okay. You guys get that? Sorry, this is a quick one just to introduce you to SchooLinks. I almost said Naviance again. I came that close. Thank you guys for being here. We hope to see you later this week and next week. Thank you guys.
Have a good day, everyone.